Welcome to Lesson 152, EFT Tapping with the Course in Miracles workbook. You can watch Lesson 1 for the full description of what this process is. So, Lesson 152, the power of decision is my own. Let's go to the side of the hand, repeating after me. Even though I may currently believe that what I'm seeing and experiencing is all random and created by something else, I choose to honor and accept myself and choose to open my mind to today's ideas, and that the power of decision is my own. Even though much of the premise of today's lesson may be difficult for me to accept, I choose to honor and accept my process and just open myself up to these ideas. The power of decision is my own. Even though the truth of today's lesson may appear abstract or radical, I may feel like it's blaming myself, and any resistances it might bring up. I choose to have compassion for my process today. And I choose to open my mind to this lesson. The power of decision is my own. Okay, through the points. The power of decision is my own. No one can suffer loss unless it be his own decision. No one suffers pain. No one can grieve, nor fear, nor think themselves sick, unless these are outcomes they want. You may believe that this position is extreme and too inclusive to be true. And I welcome and accept all my resistance to this idea. Truth must be all-inclusive. Accept no opposites and no exceptions. For to do so is to contradict the truth entirely. Truth cannot have an opposite. This cannot be too often said and thought about. This distinction is concealed behind a vast array of choices that do not appear to be entirely your own. And I choose to notice all of these concealed, all of these blinding array of choices. As God created you, you must remain unchangeable. Shifts in feeling, conditions of the body and the mind are false by definition. And just processing any confusion or rejection of these ideas God did not make this world. What can he know of the sinful, guilty, the afraid, the suffering and lonely, and the mind that lives within a body that must die? He is not mad. Yet only madness makes a world like this. To think that God made chaos, this is arrogance. Humility would see at once these things are not of him. Only the ego can be arrogant. Allowing myself to let go of more of this arrogance. Let us today be truly humble and accept what we have made as what it is. The power of decision is our own. We lay aside the arrogance which says we are sinners. We lift our hearts in true humility to He who created us immaculate, like Himself in power and love. The power of decision is our own. We think of truth alone as we arise, and spend 5 minutes practicing its ways. We will encourage our frightened minds with this. The power of decision is my own. This day I will accept myself as what my Father's will created me to be. Then we will wait in silence. I choose to give up all self-deceptions. And I humbly ask ourself that He reveal Himself to us. Allowing myself in patience to wait for Him throughout the day. And hourly invite Him with the words with which the day began. The power of decision is my own. Concluding it with the same invitation to yourself. I allow God's voice to substitute the peace of God for all the frantic thoughts, the truth of God for self-deception, and I allow the image of God's Son to replace illusions of myself. Okay, take a breath. All right, I hope that helps. I said these are deep and a little intense. Curious any, further resistance brings up the ideas of today and what it says. Let me know how it's going. I look forward to seeing you on the next lesson. Take care.